Attention, calling all foodies. My name is Chris Shores, this is Tim Loomis, and we are the owners of White Whale Real Estate in New Smyrna Beach, and we are your local guides to all things great.
So today we're here with Bob and Sage. Their ice cream shop is located just south of 27th Avenue here in sunny New Smyrna Beach. And it's a really special week for Bob and Sage. Yeah. This is their 2-year anniversary of opening up their ice cream shop here. So everything here is homemade and it's delicious. So without further ado, let's go in there and check it out.
All right, guys, so we are inside the Cool Treats NSB with Bob and Sage. Thank you guys so much for sharing your 2nd-year anniversary with us. I know it's a little past due, but we're in the same week.
Oh, we're right here, same week. We're good.
All right, awesome. So we made it just in time.
That's right.
But so before we kind of get into the ice cream and everything, can you tell us where you're from and how you got into the business itself?
Well, I'm from Winter Park, Florida, but I've kind of lived all over because my father was military, but this is where I grew up surfing.
And I'm originally from Philadelphia. I moved down here in 1989 and back to Orlando, and Orlando just always was my beach. So I've been here 3 years now and was here 2 years prior to that also. I lived here. I love this area. It's just a great place to be.
And you just recently got off a sailboat for a year?
I was on a sailboat for a year before I moved here, and before that I was here for 2 years. But this is good. If you've got to be off the water, this is a good place to be, right next to the ocean.
I want to be on a sailboat for
trading one paradise or the other. Right?
Yeah.
Sounds like the ticket right there.
Yeah. And then so how do you guys transition in from, I know you're in education, sailing around the world, and then now we're an ice cream shop. How did this come to fruition?
Well, this came about because after we met, I figured I had to do something, and because I was retired, and ice cream seemed like a good way to go because people are happy eating ice cream. It's a good, nice way to meet a lot of people, and we meet the nicest people here. It really comes down to that. The locals are nice. The people that come visit us are nice, and it's just a good family atmosphere when everything gets together. Before everything hit last year with COVID, we had games on the table. A lot of people sitting in here. We were doing open mic night, and we're looking to get that all back together again soon.
Awesome, very cool. And you are right. I've never seen anybody unhappy eating ice cream. So I
true.
think, Tim, maybe you and I need to go in the ice cream business. I know you guys are not just another old ice cream shop in town. I think you guys do actually homemade ice cream that you make yourself.
Yeah, everything's made here on premises. We start with the freshest ingredients we can. We wouldn't even start strawberries until strawberries came into season here locally this year. Everything's made right here. If I don't know, you may have seen the machine earlier in another part of the video, but it's done right here. In fact, I was making ice cream this morning when you came in, and we try to do it at least once a week.
Okay.
And then we make the waffle cones, and we also do a boozy ice cream, which all of them have alcohol in them. So we have a little bit of each coming in here.
So you've got something for the kids and adults and everybody in between.
And then we do the sugar-free too, which we've been getting a lot of reviews on because people just cannot have sugar or doing the keto diets.
Yeah, we wouldn't do sugar-free until we found a natural fruit to be able to put in it to sweeten it so it didn't have any chemicals. So we use a natural monk fruit.
Wow, that's really amazing. I've never heard of really any homemade ice cream being sugar-free, and that you guys' dedication to the freshness and everything else. And something else you don't really think about is you don't really have to make ice cream a whole lot, just once a week, and it still stays fresh. And
it stays fresh, and we go through it at least once a week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Some of the flavors we go through quite a bit, and we'll do 10 gallons of salted caramel crunch a week. And it flies out of here. It's one of the best flavors that we have coming out.
Yeah.
And I may be completely off on this, but I hear homemade and I think it's healthier. Is that true? Is homemade ice cream healthier than store-bought ice cream?
Well, we don't put any of the additives into it for shipping, for longevity, the stabilizers to keep it into a certain texture.
Okay.
Everything here is made right here. It's a 10% milk fat that we use, which is the lowest it's going to be and still be ice cream. And it's made fresh, and it's just, we keep it cold and we make it and put it in different freezers because of the freshness and try to keep it at a certain consistency. The sugar frees are all in a warmer freezer than the alcohol ones. The alcohol ones tend to freeze much lower temperatures.
Right. And so basically, I think what Bob is trying to say is that calories don't count at Cool Treats.
Oh, no,
NSB.
there's calorie free. Everything's calorie free.
Excellent.
We don't charge for them at all.
All right, perfect. Sounds good. So still kind of talking about the process itself, how does that process break down as far as, is it an easy process? I mean, how long does it take you to make like a batch of ice cream?
A batch of ice cream is anywhere from 4 gallons to 7 gallons, depending on the ingredients we put into it. A batch of ice cream, it generally takes about 8 minutes to get a frozen batch of ice cream out of there. 16 minutes for the alcohol flavors because of the alcohol going into it. So I can get done, what was the last week? I think it was, we did 65 gallons in the one morning, and then we did another 35 gallons later on in the week. But 65 gallons took me about 6 hours to do. It's just a lot of ice cream.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it sounds like you're selling out if you're only making it a week at a time.
That's
Well,
true.
yeah. Sometimes as we get busier, he's making ice cream 2 and 3 times a week.
Okay, perfect.
So-
And then as far as your boozy ice creams, what can you kind of tell people the flavors that you have? Do you do wines, liquors? How does that
Well,
work?
we did a wine one called the Blackberry Chardonnay for the wine walk, but we do Bailey's, coconut rum, Kahlua, Amaretto cherry, chocolate martini. Those are our staple ones, and then we flip out flavors. Like we have bourbon cherry now and lemon drop. Lemon drop is big. It's a huge flavor. People asked us to make it again. We don't normally make that till the summer. So we flip those out. We had, what's the
Thin
other
Mint.
one? Thin Mint. Oh, it's like a Girl Scout cookie with a kick.
Butterscotch cookies.
Butterscotch
Sold.
cookie is
Like one of my favorite Girl Scout cookies are the Thin Mint.
Yeah.
If you're not seeing this video on Wednesday morning like usual, you know what's happened to Tim and I. So. But it is really nice that you guys do keep everything fresh and you do stay seasonal. So it's not going to be your same old stale ice cream shop where you're
No.
going to be getting the same ice cream you come every time. It's going to be something new, seasonal,
Right.
and always fresh. Sage, I know we were talking earlier. One of the fun attractions here, you guys have a wheel you spin, and
We
can
do.
you
We
tell
have
us
a
about
prize.
that?
We have a prize wheel. So we have a card, and we mark off for every $5 you spend. We mark off the card, and when you fill the card, we have this prize wheel that you get to spin. And the big prize, it's over there. So the big prize on it is ice cream once a week for a year, and we have somebody hit that once a month, sometimes twice a month. They hit that, but there's not a bad prize on there. Your worst case scenario, you get a free ice cream. So.
I wish that was always the worst case scenario outcome. This doesn't work out. Here's your free ice
Makes
cream.
life better.
So hours of operation, and where can people find you? You're online.
We're on
okay.
Facebook and Instagram.
Okay, Facebook, Instagram, and then your hours of operation normally are.
Our Wednesday through Monday, 1 to 9. We're closed on Tuesdays.
Okay, so only closed one day a week. That's a Tuesday. Who cares about Tuesdays? The rest of the week, 1 to 9, and the bicycle. Love the bicycle in the back. Do you get out on it much? Where can the folks around New Smyrna find you on the bicycle?
We do get out on a bicycle once in a while for events. We do some catering events with it. Once the summer comes in and we have more people out, we'll probably try to hit the ramp areas to the beaches. And we also get down to Flagler, especially for wine walks and, like I said, special events.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
do some catering. We have a couple of weddings that are being asked for, one in May and another one in November right now.
Yep.
It depends on who wants to ride it and where we're at
Yeah.
and how much help we have. But
Yeah.
it's fun. It's fun getting out and seeing people and being out in the fresh air for a bit.
It is.
Well, we really appreciate you all coming out here and seeing us. It's always good to see new faces and Whitwheel Realty. We love what you do out there and keeping the people here involved, keeping everybody running, and letting people know that other people are out here trying to survive and doing business.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's good to have
Yeah.
a good community here. It really is. We love New Smyrna Beach,
Yeah,
and
we do.
we appreciate you all doing that for us also. Thanks.
Yeah,
Yes,
this-
thank you. That's what we want to be. We want to
Yeah.
be, support the community and you guys, and the rising tides. All ships go with it, right?
That's
Yeah,
true.
this
That's
is
very
true.
true.
This is true. But we like the part that you do the connecting locals with locals. I mean, that's huge, especially for a small business,
Yeah,
and we really
definitely.
appreciate it.
So, well, thank you guys so much, and thank you even more for the ice cream.
Oh,
And,
you're welcome. Anytime.
Guys, remember Cool Treats NSB. They are located just south of 27th Avenue in New Smyrna Beach. You got Facebook, Instagram, and then
Or
get
Google.
us Google.
Or Google, yeah.
Just come on down here and get some ice cream.
You won't be disappointed.
That was delicious. It's still kind of early in the morning, but I couldn't stop eating the ice cream flavors that they gave to us. Whether it was a boozy one or not, they were all delicious. And you know what? They do takeout here, they do events, and they're just a great group of people that make an awesome
Bob and
product.
Sage are really wonderful people, and I was really surprised that they're doing catering. You don't really see too many ice cream companies doing catering, but they're really breaking the mold and just trying to be out there where the people want them to be.
Yeah, and they mentioned also they have a wedding that they're working on coming up. But either way, White Whale Real Estate, like, subscribe, follow Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and come here for some ice cream.
Yeah, absolutely. And there Bob goes right there. We'll see you guys next week. Have a great week.